yes, oh my God, oh no. This way, one by one, the whole town was crying. And then it came to the minister or something. He asked what's going on, and I said, oh no, really? Started crying, went to the king. The king said, why are you crying? My lord, today, Jigsaw Singh died. He left his body. The king said, really? Yes, my lord, everyone's lamenting. And the king said, who's Jigsaw Singh? I've never heard of him. My lord, you don't know him? Everybody's crying. Who is he then? I don't know. Find out who he is. He went right back on the chain. Who is this Jigsaw Singh? Whatever his name was. Oh, my donkey, my poor donkey. And then everyone realized that they were crying over or lamenting over something that nothing to do with them, really. Of course, you can lament over anything. They were misled, herd mentality. So, my poor battery has died. Everyone should be crying now. There'll be a special ceremony in the morning. Is it cremation or burial? What is it? Cremation or burial, the battery? Cremation. You want to have a cremation, I think. What to do. The whole material world is like that, really. We're lamenting over what is not worthy of grief. Bhagavad Gita starts with, practically speaking, Krishna saying, you are lamenting over what is not worthy of grief. The wise lament neither for the what? Huh? Krishna says, the wise lament neither for the living or the dead. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvasesha Sunyavadi Pastyatya Desatarine Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey Gauranga, Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Jnanatimrandasya Janananda Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Jnanatimrandasya Janananda Shalakaya Chakshuramilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vanchakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyecha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Patarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyecha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Almost time to finish. There's 15 minutes left. Another 15 minutes gone. Another day of our lives passed away. Isn't it? It's amazing to meditate on. We're not going to be here, you know. Time takes everything away. The wind is blowing everything away. Blowing Kashi Mishra out the door right now.
And he didn't know this.
Oh, it's raining, he has to come back. No matter what it is, time will take it away. It may be unpleasant or supposedly pleasant, but everything comes and goes. What was that record? All things must pass, isn't it? Famous George Harrison. All things must pass. No matter what they are, it's just temporary in this life. Just imagine that day will come. I don't want to be too morbid, but you know, when you get older, you do start thinking about it a little bit. That moment will come when we've got to leave this body. Isn't it? We see every day, well, not every day probably we don't, but regularly, we see every moment, in fact, from a materialistic point of view, people are leaving their bodies in human forms of life, so-called. But devotees, regularly you hear, so devotee has left his body, departed. Amazing. What happens? What happens at that moment? Sometimes they say life is a preparation for that moment, isn't it? We're preparing ourselves for that moment. Do you ever have the experience when you have Kirtan Mela here or something like that at all? You know, long Kirtans. Do you have that? 12-hour Kirtans and things like that. You have that?
Holy Name Retreat.
Well, that may be the same, but sometimes Holy Name Retreat involves lectures, seminars, Kirtans, bhajans, all sorts of different, related to the Holy Name, obviously. But just constant chanting. Have you ever sat in constant chanting for like 12 hours without a break? Pardon?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah, it's been a while. I'm not saying you should do it, by the way, but just the after effects of that. I mean, oftentimes you see devotees like, you could say spontaneous, I don't know if that's the right word, but automatically chanting, Even when you're going to sleep, you're chanting Hare Krishna, it continues, doesn't it? Like the vibration continues. That's the idea that, we try to flood our consciousness. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever it is we have to go through, many other topics arise, don't they? Is that right, Bharat Prabhu? We were just chanting, we just said, oh no, was it you Sridham Prabhu, wasn't it? You said you wanted to speak to me this afternoon with a couple of other devotees, right? Madam Mohan Prabhu, and I've forgotten Mataji's name, whatever it was. And I just had my beads bag and you were chanting Hare Krishna. I said, you just want to meet me just to chant Hare Krishna for the next 1 hour. All problems will be solved. In one sense, it's true, isn't it? Another sense, obviously, these details of interactions have to be dealt with also. But they come and go. They'll be gone. Next year, it'll be another thing, isn't it? That will be forgotten and gone. It may have affected what's happening during the year or the next thing that comes up. But another thing will be on the menu. Whether to have, whether you can put mushrooms in the pizzas, for instance, next time your son cooks pizzas. Prabhupada said in Hong Kong you can use mushrooms. There's nothing wrong with mushrooms. Just that they grow in a dirty place, but otherwise it's okay. You can't offer them to the deities, but they're okay. Prabhupada has written this. I mean, it's not a speculation. He's actually said that, more or less. Not word by word, but more or less that. Big topic, GBC meeting. Call up the GBC. Something will crop up, and in your own lives every day something's cropping up, isn't it? Your kids, your wife, your husband, bills, you name it, something or another comes along. Neighbors. In the world around us, always something's cropping up. Never ends, isn't it? What's the news of the day? What's the news of the world right now? Come on, some of you are tuned in. What's the news of the world?
There's a virus.
Huh? What's that?
Virus. From India.
From India?
Yes.
From India? Must be good from the Holy Land. Must be a good one. It's coming from India, from the Holy Land. The holy virus. Is it big? No. Huh? They haven't made it big yet. They're still working on how to make it big. Huh? They haven't scared everyone out of their pants yet. I don't know. Is that the big news in the world today? Really? Huh? That's old news, isn't it? I was in New York the first time he got elected in Times Square. I was there. I was in America during the election, and I was in Times Square just a few days before the election. There was one guy there, busker. He said, "Give me a dime or I'll vote for Trump." I thought it was a pretty good advert, you know. But he got the vote, so Krishna blessed him. Huh? He got must have some good karma of some kind. Krishna gave it to him.
Yeah, you have the Jagannath cart, use his land to...
Well, he allowed his land to be used apparently one time for some part of the construction of the Jagannath Rath Yatra cart or something along those lines, so they say. Whether he knew what he was doing is probably very highly unlikely, but someone already got some Agyata Sukriti, I guess.
Yeah.
But who hasn't got Agyata Sukriti in this world? Everyone's got it. Pretty much everyone's got it. Somewhere or another along the line. What's that? Who's this new devotee? Huh? What's his name? Jiva. Jiva.
Younger brother of Jiva.
It's a Jiva. It's a Jiva here. Dogs and cats, and so they're also going to leave their bodies. They're not so thinking about it, perhaps. But human form of life, we do have to. Whether we leave this way or that way, but it's coming, and it's not necessarily, he died a peaceful death. We don't know. It's within. Experiences are within our hearts. Time is not necessarily the same as it appears externally. Maybe a few seconds, but internally you can be experiencing countless ages, just in a few moments externally. It's not the same necessarily. So we try to prepare ourselves for that inevitable. Human life is meant for that purpose. And chanting the holy names regularly, it helps to, let's say, just like we have regular thoughts of things which we were very, very much involved in before we became devotees, perhaps since we became also. And they kind of keep coming up in our minds, at least many people. So if we same thing, if we try to expose ourselves to the vibration of the holy name, then we hope, if we try to submit our consciousness to the sound vibration, we hope that in our hearts that sound will continue to vibrate, continue. So whether it's whatever situation we're in, any moment there's danger. Samasritiye padapalava padam punya shomarare. There's danger at every step in this world. It's not like just when something comes in the news, nipper comes. When nipper comes along and nips us, ching! I got nipped. Nipper or nipper? Nipa. Nipa kund. Nipa kund? There's one kund, nipa kund. I got nipped by the virus. We have to be ready. What do we do if nipper comes along?
Wear a mask.
Huh?
Wear a mask.
You wear a mask. This is you're kind of forced to wear a mask. Huh? And I remember during the COVID, there was different periods. I don't know about in Philippines, but in Europe, there were different brands and strands that came along. One came and went, and another one came, and had another lockdown. This is in November, I think, of 2020, or I think it was, and everything locked down again in France. But people don't lock down very well in France. The French are noted for their revolutionary spirit. refusal to follow authorities. Isn't it? Protests, tens, hundreds of thousands of people marching in the street, anti-vaccine, anti-mask, anti-everything. Every city in the country, they were like that. Doctors signing petitions against it, against the whole thing, They're quite kind of that way, little kind of, anti-authoritarian or something like that. Anyway, there was officially a lockdown, and we went, after a while, when we realized, we stopped Street Sankirtan, but when we realized everyone else practically was out on the street, we went out as well. And you're supposed to wear masks, some did, some didn't. And some of us had to take the vaccine because of travel. You had to have a certificate. And we were going to go to, in about a week's time, we were going to go back to the farm after the marathon. We were in Paris. And so we all went for a vaccine, for a test, I was feeling a little bit under the weather. And then they gave me a test. Oh, you're positive, you're really positive. I said, I'm trying to be positive, but sometimes I get negative. It's difficult in this world to be positive, There's so much reason to be negative in this world. But you know what I mean? Anyway, they said I was positive, and they were really worried because here's an old man, positive. What you doing out in the street? Go now, lock up. Lock up. You should be resting, lock up, warm. We're at freezing cold, and it's -2 degrees out on the street. So I went back for the afternoon. They even marched me down the street, practically speaking. I went back and took the afternoon rest. Next morning at 9 o'clock, I'm on the street again, distributing books. No effect. I took no vaccine, nothing. 2 devotees in the party had to take vaccine. They both got so sick, they missed the last week of the marathon. They got COVID like hell on earth. They were sweating like heck. High fever. None of the others, we got it or just passed by. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew. This is the material world. What's the main principle in this material world? The main underlying factor of this material world? What is it? Everyone from top to bottom experiences this. What is it? Suffering. Suffering is the effect. What is the actual fact? Which is, it could be suffering too, but it causes suffering. What is it? Well, it's temporary, but that's sort of like, what do you say, a time factor. But in terms of an emotional experience.
Miserable.
Huh?
Miserable.
Well, yeah, that was suffering. It's kind of the same thing, isn't it? Huh? What's it say?
Frustration.
Frustration, maybe. But there's something a little bit more than that. At least according to Bhagavatam. Well, desire, you could say, is at the root of it all, but in terms of the emotional experience. Somebody said that already, but that's not exactly an emotional experience as such. It's a time measurement. Pardon? Phantasmagoria, that means illusory. It says going around there, similar. Pardon? Huh?
This emotion, stress.
Yeah, no, the kind of I don't know if you even call it emotional. I suppose you could. It triggers off all other kinds of emotions, that's for sure. Duality is the nature of the world rather than an emotional experience. You do experience duality, of course, but it's not kind of like a one category.
Envy.
Envy, obviously, again, another rootal factor behind it all, which may or may not be all-pervading. In a sense it's there, but not quite there.
Envy.
One thing the Bhagavatam says.
Envy.
It's the same word, he just said envy.
What's the first letter of the word?
I don't want to mention the first letter. It intonates a dirty word.
Fault.
You said false, okay, well it's not exactly emotion. Everything can be related, but It's not so black and it's more black and white than that.
Does it start with the letter L?
I gave you a clue just now,
Anxiety.
and he got the clue, but he just said the wrong word.
Did you say?
What did you say?
Fall.
False, he said. False. So that's an even bigger clue, isn't it? Because that more or less indicates what the first letter is. I don't want to say it because if you say that in English, it's a dirty word.
Fear.
Got it. Fear. Fear.
Why is a dirty word in English?
Huh?
Why do you say it's dirty word? Fear.
I can't say why it's a dirty word, otherwise I'll have to say the dirty word. Maybe you don't have that word in French. It's the dirtiest word in English. That's why I was a little bit surprised when it said about the new building next to the new temple in Taguig. It says FF building. They missed the L off. I think it's meant to be FFL. They missed it. It said FF. Ooh. Anyway, we'll go on to another topic. But fear is underlying everything in our work. Right from beginning to end. It's underlying it. The fear of death, the fear of loss, the fear of defamation, the fear of war, the fear of Nipah, the fear of COVID. Even today, many people have not recovered, you know that. Yeah, but one devotee, his wife didn't leave the house, just now has gone out of the house for the first time since March 2020. Wouldn't let her husband out for 4 years. He could only go out for a little while just to do shopping. Come back. Paranoid. Paranoid. Every time you get, oh my God, oh my finger, oh my God, maybe I got arthritis. Yeah. I got a pain in my head, maybe I got cancer, oh no. You know. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, my heart. You know. Fear is always there. Fear. On subtle or gross levels, it's always there. So, devotee is supposed to be fearless. Huh? Fearless, yeah, fearless. Prabhupada's name, isn't it? Abhay Charanaravinda. Fearless. Why? Not because he's materially got some, bravery or courage or whatever, some materialistically speaking. Up to a point, some people are seemingly quite fearless. What was that you saw? Oh, he was talking, I don't know if it's to you, someone the other day about, they said they were surfing. Can't remember what it was. And someone was saying they were a surfer. And then I mentioned I'd been in Portugal a couple of years ago and didn't go to the place. There's one town called, I think it's called Navarra or something. It's one town, on the coast, one beachside town. They have, some people surf it. They have waves there 30 meters high. Can you imagine? 30-meter high wave and you're surfing the top of that and they're crashing down like this, You're surfing the wave, trying to ride the wave. People do it. I would get freaked out just watching it. 30 meters, you say meters, right? 100 feet high. I don't know how tall this building is, but it's certainly not. What is it? How high is this building? 8 meters?
More. 11.
No way. No way. This room is probably about 2.5 meters.
Yeah.
15 foot, 2.5 meters. So, more than 10 times the height of this building. Surfing. So, maybe they're afraid, I don't know. I did actually read that every time they go out there, they're scared out of their wits, but it's like this adrenaline burst, they've got to do it, They all pray, they pray, God, please protect me. They were praying like this. Fear. Even in religion, there's a kind of a fear principle in many ways. Afraid of what will happen if you don't surrender, It's all-pervading practically, so become fearless. Krishna, the holy name of Krishna is feared by? Fear personified. Take shelter of the holy name in all circumstances. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. As Bhakti Kirtan Maharaj would always say, we have to learn to die before we die, isn't it? Die before you die. Not just wait to the last moment and hope for the best. Lord Chaitanya is very merciful, no doubt. Prabhupada is absolutely merciful. But we shouldn't take it for granted. We should, in one sense, sometimes you get an experience and you may be feeling like that. How do you feel sometimes when you're really in a desperate situation? Have you ever had that? Have you ever been in a desperate... Illnesses, of course, can be one of those things. Or, I don't know if there's other examples you have in your life where you fear that death is on your doorstep or something, How do you feel? What do you do? Mommy! Mommy! Help! What do you do? You make a plan. You might not have much time to make a plan sometimes. Make a plan. Well, I think, if I get out of this, then I think I'll go to the, the Dunkin' Donut shop and douse myself with happiness with donuts. Make a plan. Well, you might make some effort. You might make some effort to get out of the situation. I guess you could call that a plan. But when you're in a helpless situation, absolutely helpless, what do you do? Pardon? Cry. Someone said cry. You probably would. Maybe the most of us would scream our eyes out. Huh? Pardon? What'd you say?
You cry and seek for help.
Cry for help. Yeah, that's a common one, isn't it? Help! But, you're just surrounded by the enemy, so what are you going to do about that?
Fight back.
Fight back. There's 20 guys there with machine guns. What are you going to do?
Then you run.
Huh?
Then you run.
You can't run. They're all around you. You're tied up. You've got your arms tied up. What do you do? I'll tell you a funny story. 1980. Most of you don't remember this. Maybe one or two if you have a vague memory. But in 1980, both Russia and America were on red alert. Red alert. Cuba, if you think it was. They were on red alert, literally. One of our was working, he became, of course, during communist time. He was actually working on a nuclear sub. He was on a Russian nuclear sub. And he said he was the one. He was told, wait, any minute you may have to press the button to release the nuclear missiles. He was the button presser on the sub. They were on red alert. All over England, there were signs. There were films. What to do, not if, but when the bomb goes off, the sign said. What to do when the bomb goes off. Everyone was like paranoid. Paranoid. Films were there, what to do. People were selling bomb shelters and radioactive suits and all kinds of scams were going on. Nothing can protect you practically except for Krishna. And literally, I saw this sign that said, what to do when the bomb goes off. It's like on the plane, isn't it? If a plane's going down, I don't want to paranoid you too much. I'm going to not a good subject last thing at night, but anyway. And they tell you what to do. You put your head down and you hold your hands like this. What difference does it really make? I don't know. And maybe you can't see what's going on. Or something. It doesn't make sense to me, the whole thing. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, you've got to go through the whole rigmarole. So this sign said, what to do when the bomb goes off. It said, you have to put your head through your legs. You may not be able to do that unless you're fit. And it said, and the sign literally said, and kiss your ass goodbye. It made people laugh. At least there's a bit of a light thing amongst it all, you know. That's what the sign said, you know. At least they were honest. What to do? Anyway, I had a little experience one time in Africa, in the jungles of Africa. You heard this? You're surrounded with armed guards, and then you hear they're speaking Swahili, but the guy with me speaks Swahili. He said, we were on the way to the shooting range. You know what a shooting range is? It's not where you practice rifle shooting. It's where they shoot you. You go to the target, because there's nothing you can do. When there's nothing you can do, the interesting thing is, when you realize there's nothing you can do to protect yourself, what do you do? Surrender. You let go. There's absolutely nothing you can do. And really, there is nothing we can do in the real sense of the picture. No one can really save us. They may try, but they can't really save us. And that's the actual situation. Well, nothing to do, I don't know, but fear went away. Fear went away. Because ignorance, now behind fear is ignorance, isn't it? Ignorance is really afraid when you don't know, isn't it? That's like, in one sense, that's behind it all. You don't know. You're in ignorance. But when you know, because everyone will take it differently, but in this case, knowing that this is a situation, there's nothing to be fearful or afraid of. In one sense, it's nothing. It's finished. And if whatever now is Krishna, it's up to you. Do what you like. Totally up to him. You may chant Namaste Narasingha spontaneously, no problem. But there's nowhere else to turn. My Lord, if you want to kill me, isn't it? Mare Krishna Rakeke, Krishna Mare Rakeke, whatever it is. Mare Krishna Rakeke. If Krishna wants to protect you, no one can save you, and if he wants to kill you, no one can kill you. And if Krishna wants to save you, no one can kill you. Out of our hands. Fear goes away. So, taking shelter, overcoming ignorance, of course, with knowledge, but taking shelter of the holy name. When we realize we have no other shelter, we have to practice that, practice it. So the time will come, whether it's this way or that way, to all of us. And you actually feel, that's free, kind of a freedom. It may not be very advanced, but a kind of a freedom, isn't it? When you don't have any fear, isn't it? It's quite an advanced state, actually. No fear of anything. Nothing. Fear is no longer, let's say, controlling us in that way. So try to take shelter of the holy name more and more and more in all situations. And Hare Krishna. So we have to go. We have to leave in the morning at 7:30, isn't it? Morning. Where's our chariot driver? Are we going by bullock? Have you got the 2 bullocks out there ready to go? Are they trained up? They're going to take us on a bullock cart, are they, to the airport? You've got to train them up to pull carts at least, Are you training them up, the 2 bulls? No. Are they bulls or bullocks? Bullocks. They've been castrated, huh? So you can train them.
The age is not animal.
Huh?
The age is not animal trainable, and then
What's that?
The age is not animal trainable.
How old are they? Well, they're just young kids, 10 years old. They're not even reached high school yet.
we tried actually, but it's not being regularly done by the farmers, so then
It's not easy, I tell you. We have bullocks in Newmarket. We've got 2 pairs now training. 1 pair's already ploughing, the other pair's under training. You've got to get them real young. They've got to get to know each other. You've got to know what you're doing. And so on. It takes a lot of work. Yeah. It'd be nice if they could. Hare Krishna. We may be even afraid of them. I hear that they're a little bit frisky. Is that right? Hmm? One's okay, huh? Hare Krishna. Thank you all very, very much, and I guess we'll see some of you in the morning.